Hello, welcome to Mission Alive. This is Roger from the MSC Mission Office. Recently I've put up the videos of Father Alan Neville, MSC from South Sudan, because he continues to do that great work that he described in his videos, and we're still on the lookout to see how we can support him. Now, recently one generous supporter gave us $1,000 towards Father Alan's works there, and we contacted him about that, and he thought about it for some time, and then he came back to us and said, yes, we can use the $1,000. What I want to do is to plant some trees around the university and irrigate them. So firstly, that's a good environmental project, and it's a good project for the university, so it also comes under disadvantaged youth, because the young people that he gets there are disadvantaged, and that small community university that he's running is doing some good work to educate people. The other reason he gave for wanting these trees is that the government there, in its benevolence, is doing something about the road, but to do that they bulldoze all the trees along the road, and apparently the work is not complete, so the road turns into a mud bowl or a dust bowl, depending on the weather. When it's dusty, the university is invaded with dust. So that's what he's going to do. We'll send him the $1,000, and he will get some irrigation equipment and trees, and he'll have some local expert to help him with planting the trees and locating the trees, the seedlings, and he'll put the students to work doing the project. So it's a multifaceted project which is really worthy of support and help. Now, into the bargain with that, Father Neville has asked us about helping another community university that's in Juba, and it's called the Catholic University of South Sudan Juba campus. It's not MSC, but it's run by our brother Bruno Dada of the St. Martin de Porres brothers, which was founded in 1953. So it's a Sudanese group of teaching brothers. Its specific aim is to participate in the pastoral mission of the Church in Africa through spiritual and corporal works of mercy, performing a variety of services for the people. We teach in schools and institutions of higher learning, and we cooperate with parish priests in pastoral fields. So there's quite a lot to that. Our community in Khartoum currently has a small plastic water tank, but with a growing number of community members, especially after the closure of our communities in Khartoum due to the current war, there is a primary school with 700 pupils and teachers, so the demand for water has become higher, and we need a bigger metallic water tank to provide water. So they're asking for help with the water tank for a larger community, and group 2 that are helping to educate people in Sudan, South Sudan, which are two of the poorest countries we can imagine, and currently suffering under that war, which is, you would have to say, totally unnecessary war. It's only about dominance, power, greed, and the only people who gain from it or will gain from it are the supposed leaders, and everybody else in community suffers. Recently, I just saw in the news people fleeing again from Sudan to South Sudan, away from that, and I asked Father Neville about it, and he said a lot of the people coming from Sudan to South Sudan fled from South Sudan to Sudan some years ago when there was fighting in South Sudan. So this is an area plagued by wars, but anyway, we all try to do what we can to help them. So what we will do with that, we will consider that request and to see if we have enough funds to fund it. They're asking for $5,930 to do that, and the local contribution from the brothers will be for the cement, stone and labour cost to do the foundation. So that's an ongoing one. We haven't approved that yet, but we'll look at it and see if that comes into our scope and if we have the money for it. So anyway, those sort of things, both the environmental one of planting trees, irrigating them, and this other one of another tank for another community, is all part of our mission. And thank you for being part of our mission, which is an ongoing mission, and the mission is always there before us. Thank you for being with us.